What's going on, guys? So today we're going to be discussing my stacking goals for 2025. So as you saw in the title there, I'm giving up on silver. Now, I'm not entirely giving up on silver. I will always have a special place in my heart for silver. I will always want silver. But my experiences have changed a lot, and my wants have changed a lot. My thoughts on stacking has changed a lot. And that is based on buying and trading and most recently selling. And so I want to talk about it a little bit with you guys and let you know what my goals are. So the very first thing right out of the gate, you can see I have, just as a display here to talk. I have some Morgan dollars and some peace dollars on the bottom. I have a couple of the 5-ounce bars that I saved because these things are just super friggin' cool to me. I love these chunky, the 10 ounces are even better, but I like these chunky 5 ounces. We have the Don't Tread on Me one here, and then we have a Scottsdale Silver one. This is treasure. These kind of hand-poured bars, these are cool. Super cool, so I couldn't give them up. So I saved a couple. Besides that, I was very much looking to sell this, but I decided to keep it to finish it. Now this is the 45 ACP rounds. These are not functional rounds. Like, you can't fire these. This is a solid piece of silver. For anyone who knows, they do make silver bullets where you'd have a silver bullet, but in a normal functional, brass or nickel case, and then you have the, real primer in there and powder, so you couldn't actually shoot a silver bullet. There's companies that sell those, but they're ridiculously expensive. They're like $100 a piece or something. But if you are really afraid of werewolves, that's definitely a possibility. Or you can maybe get the silver, cast silver bullets yourself and send them over to someone who reloads, or make them yourself from scratch. But anyway, so I have 4 of these. Now, I have a Chip McCormick 1911 magazine that holds 8 rounds. And for some reason, I just really want to fill this with 8 rounds. So this is a random piece of silver I'm still looking to buy in the future. If I happen to see these, I'll pick up more of them just so that I have 4 more, so I have a full magazine's worth, just because I think it's cool. But it's not a goal to stack. All right, so let me tell you what the deal is with silver. I love silver. I think a lot of people pick silver, especially when they're starting off stacking. Number one, it's cheaper. You can obtain more. It makes it more fun. There's so much variety of silver. And so a lot of people pick that over gold. When you buy a gold ounce today, it's what, $2,700 in and around, something like that. That's a hell of a lot of money, okay? For some people, maybe not. For most people, it is. It's not a drop in the bucket. It's not pocket change. It's a significant purchase. And what do you get for that significant purchase? You get a coin, like this big, or a little bar. Cool, I guess. That same $2,700 gets you a whole pile of silver, and that's just more fun. So people tend to lean towards silver. It's more affordable. I use air quotes there because it depends on how much you're buying, I guess. You could spend, $500,000 on silver. You can spend as little as $80 or $90 for gold. It just depends on how much you want, right? But generally speaking, it's more affordable because people are buying 1 troy ounce size pieces, right? So 1 troy ounce of silver, about $30 maybe, a little bit of a premium. Gold, $2,700. Big difference there, right? So I've been everywhere with gold, or excuse me, with silver. I've purchased, traded, and sold a lot of different silver. Generic rounds, collectibles, statues, silver shot, you name it. Every form of silver, I've been there, done that. So although silver will always be exciting to me, the shine has dulled. And I'm way more focused now on gold. I'm also broke. So it doesn't mean I'm just going to buy gold. What it means is that when I do have money, which won't be for a while, but when I do have money, my purchasing and trading wants are different. They're much different. My stacking goals are very, very, very different. So let me give you the breakdown of what I'm actually interested in. So as far as silver, there's essentially 2 things I'm looking for, right? Even though generic silver, the cheapest way you can get it, is probably the best option for a new stacker. And again, I'll talk about this in a separate video in the future. But I am not interested. I'm just not. Unless there's like a screaming deal or something, like I can't pass it up, fine. But it just doesn't excite me. I don't want it. I don't care. Now, there's exceptions here. Like this. Like I said, if I happen to see a 45 round, I might pick up 1 or 2, just because if I happen to see like a really cool 5-ounce chunker, maybe I'll get it. If I happen to see like a small coin set that's silver that I really like, maybe I'll get it, but I'm not really focused on that at all. There's really only two things I want. Number one, and my biggest focus for 2025, is junk silver. 90% junk. Specifically half dollars, quarters, and dimes. I still have the guardhouse boxes. They're still mostly empty. And I want to change that. I want to focus heavily on 90%. Now the price, unfortunately, is very high to me. It could be higher. Maybe it's really cheap compared to what it'll be next year or 5 years from now. Who knows? But any chance I get to actually put a little bit of money into silver, that's probably what I'm getting. Besides that, the only other thing that I ended up saving and not selling was vintage bars. Just because I think they're cool. Mostly 1 ounce bars, art bars. Those things are awesome to me, especially the vintage ones. But also like, a little chunkier, bar, maybe a 5, 10 ounce, stuff like that. I don't have any 100 ounce vintage bars. Those premiums are crazy high. I'd probably rather get gold. So if you see me looking for silver or buying silver in the future for 2025, 90% or a cool vintage bar, just to change things up, just to get me excited. Because when you're stacking, you're trying to save money, but really at the same time, you're fulfilling a hobby. You're doing something that's exciting to you. So like stacking buffaloes and buffaloes and buffaloes, like that is a fantastic idea, but it's boring. So that's not for me. When you're new, I would definitely recommend that. But again, that'll be for a different discussion. I'm just talking about me. So besides silver, I'm still very much looking for platinum and palladium in small amounts. Gram size pieces, maybe 1/10 ounce rounds and coins. And again, that's just for the novelty of it, just to get a little bit more of that kind of stuff in the stack. I'm not talking about significant money. I'm talking about dropping 30 bucks here, 50 bucks there, when I have it, if it's available. I'm not actively going out and trying to buy this stuff either. It's just once in a while, right? But that is definitely on my want list. And of course, gold. Gold is my biggest focus right now. I really want to stack gold, even if it's in small amounts, because it is just the easiest thing to sell. After having experiences selling both silver and gold, it's not hard. I can definitely sell both online anytime. I can go into a shop anytime. But I think gold is just way more liquid than silver. I know some people like die-hard silver buffs, and when I first started this, I'm like, screw gold, who cares? Silver's where it's at. But no, the more I've been doing this, the more I experience this in life and talk to other people and see things for myself, it's just gold is easy to sell. It is number one. It happened to skyrocket in price. You never know what's going to happen in the future, but I don't see it going down significantly for a long period of time. I just don't. And any opportunity to buy it is a good time. I don't think you're paying too much for gold. If you're buying gold, you're doing the right thing. If you can afford to do so, and again, you don't have to get, $3,000 coins. You can get a 1 gram piece, for 80, 90 bucks, whatever it happens to be. Obviously, as the prices go up, it's going to be harder to buy. When you're used to buying something at a cheaper price, like I remember when 1/10 ounce gold rounds were 190 bucks. They were consistently 190, 200, 210, and over the year, okay, now it's 250, now it's 290. It's hard because I feel like buying it now is like, it's overpriced. It's paying too much, but it's not. We'll laugh at those prices, I'm sure, if you live long enough. Like, wow, I wish I got it. Like, I wish I got into gold when it was $300 an ounce, but I was a kid. So I didn't have money for it even if I wanted it. But it's also, it's important to note that when it was $300 an ounce, that was still expensive. You know what I'm saying? No one knew $2,700 gold. That wasn't a thing. $300 is what gold cost, and that was very expensive. Silver, whatever it was at that time, $8, $7 an ounce. It's all relative, right? So it's not like you would have known it would have gone up that much. But people who happen to just buy it anyway, even though it was, expensive at $300, if they're selling it today, they're making out. They're doing pretty good. But yeah, that is my 2025 stacking goals. 90% silver, vintage silver bars, platinum, palladium in small amounts, and gold in small amounts. I don't foresee buying eagles or anything like that. But as far as gold goes, I do have a long-term goal of pre-33 gold. I think it is extremely cool. I really love it. I would love one of each type of coin, right? So right now in the collection, I have a pre-33, it's a $2.50 Indian head. And it's actually a really interesting coin itself, but I'd love to get, you know, a $5 Liberty, a $5 Indian head, a you know, $10 regular Eagle, you know, double Eagle, of course. The St. Gaudens is on my bucket list forever. So eventually, as time goes on and years pass, because this will take years and years, I just love to have one of each type. That's it. And I'm talking like circulated condition, nothing graded, nothing premium and, you know, super expensive. But it's still going to be thousands of dollars to get one of each. So as time passes, maybe get lucky, you know, bills get paid, a little extra money here or there, and I could do that, that'd be fantastic. But that's a long-term goal, not specifically, you know, focused on it, because there is a higher premium on that stuff. So yeah, I mean, 90% silver, vintage bars, platinum, palladium, and gold. I mean, as far as gold goes, I'm talking 1/10 ounce rounds. So there's literally a higher premium on everything I'm interested in. Everything costs more than spot, right? Unless I get a fantastic deal. So it's not like the cheap way to stack. It's just what I'm interested in stacking. And I'm really trying to stay away from collectibles, you know, collectibles. Not stuff that are actually really collectible, but things that are sold as collectible. Like those silver statues, those were super, super cool. I dug them. I thought they were awesome. But they had such high premium, it was very difficult to sell them for what they were worth. You know, that gargoyle statue was an $1,100 statue. I ended up selling for like 700 bucks because I needed to get rid of it, you know? So it's just one of those things. But anyway, that's all. That's my stacking goals. I still love silver. I'll always love silver. But most of the stuff you guys are stacking still, good job. You could do that, but I'm just not interested. Been there, done that, boring. That's all. I would be more than happy to finish that guardhouse boxes of 90%. And once I do, by the way, I'm not buying any more. Once those boxes get filled, I'm not interested in junk silver ever again, really. I just want those. And then I'll move on to something else. You know, maybe go back to 10-ounce bars or something. But anyway, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. I'd love to hear your opinions if you do stack, how have things changed, are you doing something different this year, or are you just continuing what you're doing? You know, but anyway, that's all. Hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I'll see you tomorrow with a brand new video. Take care.